Dear students of class, today we are going to start learning the first chapter of English grammar, that is sentence. My dear students, first of all we will have the introduction of this one. Then after further we will proceed for the explanation of the differences. Right? So, as you can see, the title of today's sentence and the definition, the very simple definition, the group of words. A group of words and having a complete sense. Complete sense. Now you can understand very well. For these two group of words, you can hypothetically just create this definition of this sentence. Now how? The first one, a group of words with a complete sense is considered to be a sentence. Right? Hypothetically you can say a group of words is considered to be a sentence when it is well arranged and it is having a complete meaning. Right? So that's all about the sentence and its definition. Now it's very clear that if a group of words is being bested on a particular statement, that means it must be well arranged also. How can it be well arranged? What is the meaning of well arranged? Suppose I have just taken an example. The Ram is a good boy. Ram is a good boy. It's a very common example, as you can see. And here the group of words that you have seen, the Ram is the first one, then after is, then after a, then after good, and after that at last boy is there. So for what? If I am going to change any of the word from this segment, like I have replaced this e and is coming before, like is Ram. Then after, again I am just going to make a replacement of good. Is Ram a boy? And the last one, at last I have pasted this. Is Ram a boy? Good. What is the difference between them? Only the order of the words that has been written. In the first one, the sentence is started from last, then after is was written, then a, then good, and then boy at last. But in the second statement, not exactly the statement, only the second group of words. As you can see, the is written in the first one, and the last word that is written is good. But what is written between Ram and a and a boy? Only the order of the words that has written have been changed, and just because of this order, this group of words is meaningless. So now, after the help of this example, you can very well understand that the well-arranged order is very essential for the completion of the sentence. Now it's clear to you. I think you must be clear that a group of words is considered to be a sentence when it is having a complete sense and well arranged also. Right? Now let us jump into the partition of this sentence. What is the partition? Partition means how many parts are there. So basically, sentence is divided into two different parts. The first one is considered as the subject and the second one is predicate. What is subject? Subject is actually the doer within a sentence. Doer, that means the whole responsibility of the sentence must be on the shoulder of that subject. Or you can say sometimes that a description is given like I have a cow, you have a pen, like that. So if this type of sentence you are going to see, in the first one, the doer or the person over whom the whole sentence is going to be applicable, that one will be the subject. Right? Now in this statement, you can see that the Ram is the subject because the information that is a good boy we are getting, that is about Ram. That means Ram is the principal word within this statement. Ram is a principal word within this sentence, That means this Ram will be the first part of the sentence, that is subject. Now what the predicate is? After making a separation of the subject, what lives behind? What is the remaining part? What is the remaining group of words? That is considered to be a predicate. So that's a very simple definition, my dear students, for the predicate. That's a very simple definition. How? In the first part, as you can see, the subject is Ram and the predicate is a good boy. Right? What you have to do? Only you will have to identify the subject. If you are able to identify the subject, then just take it out and left remaining group of words will be considered as a predicate. Right? So what we have seen today, a sentence is a group of words that is well arranged and having a complete sense. That's the complete definition of the sentence. Now further we have seen an example of a sentence, and in which what we have seen, that Ram is the subject and rest of the group of words is predicate. Now my dear students, let me discuss about the kinds of sentences. Right? So first, kinds of sentences. Dear students, sentences are classified basically in 5 kinds. The first one is assertive. Second one is interrogative. Third one is imperative. Fourth one is exclamatory. And fifth one is objective. These 5 are the kinds of sentences. These 5 are the kinds of sentences, my dear students. Once again, have a look on that board. The first one is assertive one. Second one is interrogative. Third one imperative. Fourth one exclamatory. And the fifth one is optative. So these are the 5 kinds of sentences, and after this our this session has been finished. Rest of the part, that means the description about the sentences, we will read on tomorrow's videos. So my dear students, I think you are getting all the points, you have received whatever the information I have delivered to you, and if you are getting any confusion, any point that you are unable to understand, so you are free to ask inside the classroom, my dear students. We'll meet in the next session. Up to the time, thank you. Have a nice day.